More than 1 billion Catholics are mourning the death of Pope Francis this morning after the Vatican confirmed the 88-year-old's death on Easter Monday. The Vatican says he died of a stroke and heart failure. It comes almost a month after the pontiff was released from hospital, where he was treated for pneumonia, and just a day after greeting Easter Sunday crowds and meeting the US Vice President J.D. Vance.
In just the past few hours, the first formal liturgical ritual has been held in the Vatican. Tributes are also flowing in from leaders right around the world. Argentina, the pontiff's home country, has announced 7 days of mourning, while here in Australia, flags will fly at half-mast as our leaders reflect on the legacy of the first leader of the Catholic Church from the Southern Hemisphere. We've got all the reaction coming in this morning, and we're going to begin this hour with our Europe Bureau Chief, Zoe Ford, who is at St Peter's Square in the Vatican for us. Zoe, g'day again. Just take us through what is the mood like there in the Vatican after a very, very big Easter Monday.
Good morning, James. Well, it's just gone 11 p.m. at night here at Vatican City, but there are still hundreds of people around me, and there are accents from all over the world. I've been speaking to some of the people who've been coming here to offer their prayers and pay their respects. A couple from Argentina who are here on holidays and wanted to come and pay their respects. The Pope, of course, being from Argentina. There was another young man who has only ever known this Pope. He's a teenager, and he said he believed in the Pope's values of inclusivity and being a champion for the downtrodden, so he wanted to come and pay his respects. And there was a family who brought their children down because they wanted to be here and to feel this moment. So yes, very late at night here, yet still hundreds of people coming. Earlier there was a prayer service, the first of many for the Pope as well. And yes, a series of rituals now steeped in tradition in the days ahead, James.
Zoe, what do we know about how the Pope died? We knew that he'd spent 38 days in hospital, he'd had double pneumonia, but there were some hopes that he was recovering.
Well, he was supposed to spend 2 months resting after leaving Rome's Gemelli Hospital after a 5-week stay there, Bridget, but the Pope is a man of the people. He wanted to be working, he wanted to be among the people, so he defied doctors' orders. We saw pictures of him meeting King Charles. He met J.D. Vance on Easter Sunday. He was here in St Peter's Square on Easter Sunday giving an Easter blessing, and then he was driven around in the Pope-mobile to greet all of the well-wishers. But then we know that he eventually passed at 7:35 a.m. Easter Monday morning local time, the cause of death being a stroke as well as heart failure, and that double pneumonia that led to his hospital stay also contributed to his death.
And Zoe, of course, there's a lot of intrigue about how the next Pope is chosen and all the rituals that take place surrounding the death of a Pope. But just tell us briefly what is going to happen next.
Well, first, the Pope's body will lie in state. We're hearing that could happen as early as Wednesday morning here at St Peter's Basilica, and people will travel from all over the world to see him, including world leaders. He wanted to be very modest with his wishes for his burial and his funeral. So instead of being on a raised platform in a very elaborate coffin, he'll be in a simple wooden casket with the lid open, and there will be a funeral held 4 to 6 days from now. We're waiting to hear exactly when that will be. But then in terms of his burial, he's been specific that he wants to break from tradition. 100 popes before him buried here at St Peter's Basilica in the grottos, the crypts below the basilica. He wants to be buried at his favourite church in Rome, the Santa Maria Maggiore Basilica. It's a place that he went as soon as he was checked out of hospital. It was the first place that he went. And he's also, we've seen a statement tonight with his wishes for that burial. He said, "The tomb shall be in the ground, simple without particular ornamentation." Then in terms of the next steps from there, we will expect a papal conclave, which is the name for the vote, to choose the next pope in 15 to 20 days after the death of the pope. That will involve all 135 cardinals who are under the age of 80, including Cardinal Mykola Bechok from Australia, the Ukrainian-born Australian cardinal from Melbourne. He will be coming here to Rome for that vote, and the cardinals will need a 2/3 majority to choose the new Pope, and then we will see that tradition of the white smoke emerge from the chimney when they have chosen someone after that, receiving that 2/3 majority. So still a lot of tradition to come, James, but the Pope also making his personal stamp to make sure that his burial and all of the ceremonies around it are a little more modest.